Right, so control panel, which is this one here. So that is what's that's operating your 12-volt system.
Yeah.
So everything in your van will have some kind of 12-volt system attached to it. So you need to switch that on when you use it. So when you get to site, that's the first thing you switch on. You can see obviously lights are all on at the moment. So the 12 volts is actually switched on at the moment. This control panel is asleep. So I can press any button just to light it up. So that is your 12-volt power there. So if I just press that off, that's everything off now.
Yeah.
Apart from the electric. So if you look at your microwave, you should see it's still on. Okay, so that is just operating 12 volts.
Yeah.
So that won't come off until you unplug your, unless you switch it off obviously on the plug. So when you get in, put your power on. What also is shown on this control panel is 240 is connected, so you're connected to your bollard outside. That's your leisure battery is connected, and that's showing the condition of your battery. So if I press view levels, that's showing 14 volts on your leisure battery at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, that is showing 14 volts because it's connected to 240 and the charger's working.
Yeah.
Okay, if it wasn't, if the electric wasn't connected, it was showing roughly 12 and a half. If obviously the good battery, obviously. Okay, that's your water pump switch, which I'll show you that in a second. So you can also see the vehicle battery as well, to see what condition that was, as obviously if you were connected to it. Okay, what I'll do, I'll shut the door, look. Even though we'll still be able to hear them. Right. Okay, so the first thing we need to do when we come into the van is get the water system up and running.
Yeah.
So the first things we need to do before we switch that water pump on is make sure that taps are shut, taps are in the correct position, and drains are shut. Okay, so there's underneath this side here.
No.
Apart from the consumer unit. Right, so this is your boiler in this corner. Okay, and your heating system. Just down here is the yellow lever switch. Can you see that? That is your drain for your water system.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the position it's in at the moment, level, that will allow the water to run down the system. If it's upright, that will drain the water out on the ground outside.
Yeah.
So if you forgot to do, if you drained it previously, so you get to your next site, just make sure that is shut before you start putting water in.
Yeah.
Because all that's going to happen is the Acro is going to be emptied right on the floor, on the ground underneath your caravan. Okay.
Yeah.
So if that's been left open and you switch that water pump on, you're going to have water going where you don't want it. Make sure all the taps are shut. Same as your bathroom, make sure all your taps are shut. Then we go through the process of getting the air out of the system. I have primed this already, so you won't see the full force of the air. So light on, that means water pump's on. And all you do is, I start on the cold side, open it up, you will see a bit of spluttering in it because I took the pipe out outside. Yeah. So that's what you'll see to start with. It's just splutter, splutter, splutter because it's pushing the air out the cold side. Okay, once you've got a solid stream, I turn to the hot side then, open that up. You're then attempting to fill the hot water tank. Okay, so in that hot water tank, if you've drained it previously, it is 10 litres of air.
Yeah.
Because it holds 10 litres of water. So you've got 10 litres of air to come out through that tap before it fills it. So as long as you've got it on the hot side, open it up, it'll be splutter, splutter, splutter for a couple of minutes. Then as soon as you've got a solid stream of water like that,
Yeah.
that means your hot water tank's full. Okay?
Yeah.
Do the same with each tap, just get the air out of the system. I don't know if you can hear the pump running now.
Yeah.
It's on a pressurised system, so if there's still a bit of air there, it's still trying to squash it before it'll switch the pump off. If there's water there, it just stops a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy with that bit?
Yeah.
Good. Not saying much. This is the on-off button there, so you just press and hold. Press and hold that, and that switches it on. Okay? So just go back to your main screen. If there's nothing on there, that means there's nothing happening, there's nothing running, nothing switched on. Okay?
Yeah.
That at the moment is showing time, which is obviously incorrect. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But when I disconnect my battery, it will reset back to
Reset
it.
it anyhow, yeah.
Okay. Then that one there is to say that it's got electric connected to it. It's not running on electric because there's nothing up there saying it's running on electric. I'll just press that. That's just the back button. I'll keep pressing that every now and again just to light the screen back up. Okay. So that there, if you want to operate an electric, that plug needs to be there.
Yeah.
If it's not there, you haven't switched it on the consumer unit. Okay. So just below there again, which is the orange button.
Yeah.
It says heat and hot water. If that is not switched on, that plug won't be there. You won't be operating on electric. Okay.
Yeah.
There is one very close to it. It says spare, which is not connected to anything. Looks very similar in colour, which is it's just not connected to anything. But if you were trying to switch something on by just putting your hand under here, you just see an orange glow. You think it's on.
Yeah.
Just to check to see if that plug's there. If that plug's not there, you've picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Click it again. It comes up with your second line now. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one, the thermometer inside the van. click on it again. So now we can switch the heating on. So you just turn the button to whatever temperature setting you want. So maximum 30 degrees. Or more comfortable 16, 18, depending on what temperature you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Then click to confirm it. On the top line now you see other things are starting to light up now. Or indicate. So that flame there is not gas. That's heating. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
That bottle there is gas. That flame there just indicates heating. They like to do things like this just to confuse people. Okay. So that's your heating. If I click on it again, turn the button to the right. So if you see it flashing there, that means you can change it or operate on that. So I'll click on that. Water heating. So I've got options of 40 degrees. You see the top line is now lighting up. 40 degrees, 60 degrees, or boost. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll just explain that. So 40 degrees obviously is your normal running of water really. In the winter you may want to boost it perhaps up to 60.
Yeah.
But with the boost, what that will do is heat the water up quicker. Okay, if you really want the hot water a bit quicker, especially for a shower or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What it will also do on the boost, because that unit does both heating and hot water, so if you want to boost the hot water, what it's going to do is shut down the fan for the heating. Okay?
Yeah.
So until it gets up to the max temperature of 60, it won't allow the heater to come on unless you've got it on to just set it to 60. So if you're on boost, it'll shut the heating off.
Yeah.
Okay? Just going back to the heating again, you notice that if I change temperature, so even though I've got it set to 18 degrees, which is probably might be slightly warmer than that anyway, there's no fan running. At temperature now, the fan's not going to come on. If I were to try and push it up to 30, it may bring the fan on.
Yeah.
But if it's quite cold, say it's 5 degrees in here and you want to put it up to 18, the fan will come up. And then when it gets up to temperature, the fan will die down again. So it's not on constant, it's only there just to boost the heat up. Okay?
Yeah.
So click it. So that's your heating, your water. This one is your energy. Okay, so that's flashing now, I can change that. See on the top line it's got a bottle and a flash. That means it's running on gas and electric at the moment.
Right.
So you can operate on just gas. So top line is just showing the bottle. Mix 1, which is gas and electric. Mix 2, gas and electric again. So you've got 2 flashes there now.
Yeah.
Or electric on its own, 1 flash, 2 flash. Okay?
Yeah.
The difference between electric 1, electric 2, and mix 1 and mix 2. So that's the energy on the electric. Electric 1 is 900 watts. Electric 2 is 1800 watts.
Right.
Which are not massively high energy. So you imagine a kettle could be 2 kilowatts. 2 kilowatts. So this is only 1.8.
Yeah.
Okay, in the summer, electric 2 may be efficient enough to just heat your water. It might give you a bit of heat, especially at night time. It tends to cool down, doesn't it, in summer?
Yeah.
It might just be enough just to give you a nice warmth for summer evening. In the winter, is that your bed down there, is it? Electric 2 may be sufficient enough. In the winter, that is trying to heat the whole of this van and that water. It may struggle on electric 2. It'll give it some warmth, but it may not get the temperature. If you're trying to get up to 30, it's definitely not going to give you that.
Yeah.
So what you may need to do, that's why it's got the options to mix. Okay? Or you just put gas. But most people don't want to use the gas because it's going to cost them money.
Yeah.
If they've paid for the pitch, you've got the electric free with it, so you're not necessarily going to use that. So in the summer, electric 2 should be well efficient enough to do that. But in the winter, if you go out in the winter, mix 1 or mix 2 might be better.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll just put it on electric for now. Okay, so each time you want to confirm something, just press the button.
Yeah. Okay,
the next one is your fan. Even though I've got a fan set at the moment, which is Eco. So that's the slow running fan. You can have it on high. So you see the top icon now is just on the Eco, it's 1 blade coloured in.
Yeah.
High, 2 blade coloured in. You can have boost on the heating as well. Okay, so that'll be on the fan. I'll just leave it on Eco for a second. But because the temperature's quite high already, it's not allowing that option.
Yeah.
Okay, if it was 5 degrees in here and you wanted to boost it, it would come up boost on that fan. All it does is increase obviously the speed of the fan. So we're in a boost. So what it will do is obviously a fast fan.
Yeah.
And try and push the hot air into the van as quick as it can. The only problem is that your boiler's going to suffer for that period of time until it gets up to temperature. So it's be drawing the heat away from the boiler. You'll have some warm water in there, but it's not going to be the temperature that you may have wanted on.
Yeah.
What you may have set it on. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. There is further menu. Which I'll keep rolling this round. That's your clock. So click on that. It's quite straightforward. All you do is just wind that round until you find the correct
time now. Yeah.
Or time-ish. So, as I said, it would probably reset to 0 once I take the battery off.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's as simple as that. It has got a timer. See this icon in the bottom left?
Yeah.
If I click on that one, so it asks you for a start time. So whatever time you want to start it. Hours, minutes, end time. Start hours, minutes. If you want to switch, get the heater to come on with that timer, and what temperature you want to put it at. Water temperature, energy, fan setting. So you can see there, look, it goes to boost there because it doesn't quite know what the temperature is going to be when it starts up. So the option would be there if it's there. If the temperature is fairly close, then it's not going to boost anyway. Then it just asks you if you want to switch it on or off. On, click it, and then it comes up with that icon there.
Yeah.
So it'll come on that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To switch it off, just have that bottom icon flashing again. Click on it, and just switch it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Brilliant.
There is further menu, as it always is on these things. So index. If you're talking to the engineer, you're having problems with it. You may just have to actually click on that, and that will give him the number of what unit you are operating on.
Yeah.
Brightness of your screen, so you can change the brightness of the screen if you want to.
Yeah.
Language, if you want to talk French or German to it, you can do. Especially if you just come out of Europe. Reset. So that's one of the important buttons. If your boiler's playing up, you can press reset and it will reset to factory settings.
Oh, right.
Okay? Again, if you're talking to an engineer, it may ask you to reset that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Or offset. Offset, obviously, the heating is thermostatically controlled. So if it thinks it's already at that temperature, it's not going to allow the heating to come on.
Yeah.
If it's slightly out of sync, you might just need to calibrate it by using that. You see that? So we talked about your heating hot water, which is that button there. So make sure that is on if you want to operate on electric. Charger button. So that's your charger there. Obviously that will charge your leisure battery. So as long as you've got 240 connected and that's switched on, it will charge your leisure battery.
Yeah.
Okay. Reverse polarity. Right. That's for when you're on the continent. If obviously you go on the continent, they wire things slightly different than us. Okay. So if you plug your electrics in, come and have a look. It's an indicator light only, so it doesn't change anything. If that is lit, they have got wiring difficulties compared to us. All we do is get an adapter to operate off their electrics.
Yeah.
Okay. 240 trips. Hopefully it should be on there, yeah. So info note there to see what they're connected to. 12 volt fuses. Again, info note to see what they're connected to.
Yeah.
System shutdown button. So when you're in storage, you're not using it, even though that will switch to 12 volts off, there's always something running in the background.
Yeah.
Okay? Apart from kids. But that one will shut everything down. Okay, so when you're in storage, if you switch it off there, that will shut everything down, protect your battery.
Yeah.
It has got a solar panel on as well, so even with that switched off, it will still supply power to your battery to keep it charged. Okay? The thing is, when you come to use it again, make sure you switch it back on there, because that won't switch it back on without switching that one on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Next thing is your fridge. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Switched off at the moment. So if I press that button there, it lights up and tells you what it was operating on last time. So this has got a memory, it will try and connect with the energy that it was connected to last time. Okay, this was on gas. See the little green light inside the on off switch? That's to say, indicate it's on. It does also it will also be an indicator to say if something has failed as well. So I'll show you how to change something. So press the grey button, just lights up to show what you're actually running on, which is gas.
Yeah.
Press and hold that, and it starts flashing. So that flashes on its own. I can then change energy then. So I press the arrow left or right. So 12 volts, that's 12 volts off your car. It's not 12 volts off your leisure battery, even though it looks like a battery.
Yeah.
It's actually off your car when you're travelling. That's electric. Okay, so I thought, right, I want to operate on electric. Press the grey button to confirm it. Then it asks you what temperature you want to set. Okay, so press the arrow left or right to whatever temperature you want to set. So all 5 lit, that's the coldest your fridge is going to be. If it's coming out frozen butter, then obviously it's too cold. Just arrow down or arrow up, it doesn't matter which way. So 2 or 3 is around about average. Depending on the temperature. If it was like yesterday, it might need to work a bit harder. Today, obviously it's not so warm or not as warm. So once it's done that, you just confirm it. And that shows you now that that's what it's operating on. Green light on there, so that's okay. It will show a failure on it, which I'll just show you. So to light the gas, I'll just show you how to light the gas. So all you do is get to that icon there, confirm it with the grey button, confirm the temperature, and that will automatically light now. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's failed. Right? So that's failure.